to you, Ola.
Welcome to another unauthorized and rum-fueled treasure hunt in the sharky waters around the Gatsby Islands with Queen Raae! And I am proud to present you the great and powerful Alexandra Spalato of Gatsby WP Themes!
Thank you. Happy to be here.
I'm so glad you have some GatsbyConf after party wine. I unfortunately could not find any wine in my house today, so I'm drinking.
Oh no, I have here, but it's a bit far away. Sorry.
I'll fly to Mallorca and drink your wine. Well, I'm gonna make us bigger now that Ola is. I think we have some new people in the chat, so if you came in from Alexandra's workshop, please say hello. And remember to like and subscribe and bring your friends next time. We're on every Thursday at 7 Central European time. So what was your workshop about, Alexandra? Because we're going to recreate the workshop here today.
So the workshop was about building a Gatsby site, a Gatsby blog actually, with Gatsby WP theme, which is my baby. And there is a free theme, so everybody can use it, even if they have not buy our premium themes. So we set up the blog, we set up WordPress, and then we make some customization about font and colors, very easy. Then we created a custom post type to display projects, and then we have displayed also the last free post on the home page. So nothing very complicated.
Well, we'll see, because that's the famous last words here on the stream, where it's like, oh, we're just gonna do this simple little thing, and like 3 hours later, but we're supposed to only be on for an hour. I think when Paul was on, we had this thing where it's like, okay, if it takes 10 minutes in real time, then it's gonna take an hour on stream. So we'll see how far we get.
Yes, I don't know why the fonts didn't change. They always change. It's very simple to do. The fonts didn't change, and the colors changed later. Well, it was.
Maybe it will change here today, but also I know when we stream and our computers get a little, at least my VS Code often slows down a lot while I'm streaming. So sometimes like everything is just slower when you stream, which is really frustrating when you're used to just like, oh, I'm just changing, and then you just like Gatsby develop again, and then when you're streaming, it's like, why did I kill it? Because now it's gonna take forever. But that's why we are several people on stream, and whenever we come to a little break, Ola will have some fun questions for Alexandra. But I'm gonna tell Alexandra what I've done so far, and then she can help me keep on going. So I'm gonna share my screen. Let's see, and if you have any questions, put them in the chat as always. Then I'm gonna share screen. Okay, at the stream, we're gonna put Ola down at the bottom, the queen up top, and then we got the guest in the middle. Okay, so I went into, I think I went to the docs. There was an email. I signed up here, subscribe and get it now.
Yes.
And that's how you get the free theme from, and I keep forgetting Chrome has changed. It's like equals to zoom in, which is super annoying. It's not plus. Okay, so I also had a little look at the docs, but I went, we're not going to show you the email because there's a secret in there that allows me to use the theme, because if you buy themes from Gatsby WP Themes, they need a way to check that you've paid, and it's the same thing with the free theme. So I'm not going to show you the email, but the email had links where I downloaded the starter for the theme, and it was called Light Theme. And I got it here, and I managed to install everything. I did a yarn install, but I think you can just write yarn. I've always written yarn install.
Yes, just yarn.
Yeah. I keep saying install, but that's from NPM. Anyway, so I did a yarn, so hopefully we don't have to install anything else, because then my computer crashes. And I did what I was told on the WP theme, or the documentation here, where went to installing Gatsby starter, and I took my auth token and I copied this bash command here that adds that secret to my environment.
Now you have it on your computer, so anytime you want to
so how do I get it if I now if I deploy this on Gatsby Cloud? Like, where do I put the token there?
In the env variables.
Oh, so just in the regular environments variables?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Cool. Of course. So what I need a little bit of help with before we can go any further, I think, because I don't know, can I run this now when I have no WordPress, or will it completely fail?
Yes, you need to put your WordPress URL in the env file. So you have a sample, you rename it env, and you put the WP URL. If you have already set up
look at
WordPress.
Look at that. Great. This is a pretty good error message as well. So I guess it comes with like a file here. Oh, I have to. Oh my God, I have forgotten to zoom in. This is what happened when you're watching GatsbyConf right up until when you're supposed to stream.
John says "arg."
Arg. Good one, John.
Is that for error? Maybe.
Oh, maybe. So there is also I think like a WordPress starter file, and I downloaded something you recommended, which is called local WP, which is like a local way.
Yes.
So how do I use this VP press file?
Okay, so first you need to create a fresh WordPress install. So you create a new site here.
Yeah. Okay.
The name, whatever you want.
I cannot come up with fun names. That's Ola's domain. Let's say
what are you building then? I can come up with a name. What are you building?
Pirate blog.
Well, you know what? We're gonna do Gatsby Tavern, which is like a mix between
Gatsby Pirate Tavern.
Yes.
Pirate Tavern. See, this is why we never get anywhere with these streams. We discuss these things okay. Anyway, preferred or custom?
Continue. Preferred.
Continue. Okay, and this is so funny. In the olden days in WordPress, you actually got this really stupid starter thing. Anyway, so we want to be Queen, and we want to say
that will change anyway because we are going to upload, the demo, and it will be admin and Gatsby WP.
Yeah.
So
but now I have to remember what I wrote. The Queen. Oh, what's it called? Long live the Queen. I'm not the one who's supposed to say that, but anyway, long live the Queen. You gotta hype yourself. Queen at Raae Coats. I guess this isn't really that important since it's just local, but anyway. We are creating Gatsby Pirate Tavern. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, and now we're getting...
Yes.
Do I even remember my local? Somehow, whenever I write kind of my computer password, it always fails on the first try. So I don't know where I'm typing something wrong on my most used password. But anyway, so this is taking some time. Do you have any good questions, Ola?
Yes.
It's gonna download WordPress. This is gonna take some time. So
Ola, I have a question.
Yes, tell me.
So, the rumor is that you know somebody who has some ancestors who might have been pirates.
Not only I know, I live with somebody since 20 years. That is, yes. So I'm a pirate wife. Yes, so my partner Darko is from Croatia, and it was I don't know in English, the father of the grandfather of his grandfather. He was in the mid 50 years, in Zadar, Croatia. So he searched the archives, and this ancestor named Tomislav was a pirate, and he hanged for piracy on Zadar town.
He was hanged?
Place. Yes, he was hanged.
Hanged? Whoa.
Yes, hanged. Yes.
His name was Tomislav.
Tomislav.
I will write it up.
Enter one of Ola's stories, I'm for sure.
Tomislav.
So, well, good one. Now we have it's downloaded, and now I have a page here, the Gatsby Pirate
Yes.
Tavern.
So that you will not see because we're not going to use WordPress frontend. So now we go to the admin of WordPress. So
I can
push
press
the
this
button
admin,
admin.
I guess.
Yes.
And I need to use my Queen password.
Yes.
Long live the Queen. Okay.
And now you go to plugins because we need a plugin to upload our demo.
Okay, so I'm gonna zoom in again if I know how to zoom in. Like,
Can I read John's comment?
where, yeah. Well, read it.
Okay. Now
Watching. Oh, sorry. No, you go first.
So now you click add new plugin. And type just in keyword all because this plugin is named all WP import. I never remember the name, but with all it's going to appear right away. And it's this one, all-in-one WP migration. I use it all the time. I
This
never
one?
remember the name. Yes.
Okay. So while that's installing, Ola, you can read the comments. Oh, he's gone now. I think he's taking care of the pirate princess.
I'm back.
Okay.
I need to. I will read it. Watching from afar as I was making my lunch, and that looks like pirate lunch. There, it's some kind of pirate stew made out of other pirates, I think, and maybe some vegetables. Yeah, looks good.
Okay. I don't think I remember to like move this out of my download folder. Everybody gets to see my not so structured. I am just guessing here now, so I hope I did the right thing.
My download folder is a total mess too. So
okay, so we want to override, proceed.
Yes.
I'm just clicking all the buttons. I'm just like boom, boom, boom. So what's your? Oh, it's already done. Like. Everything is so fast, I don't get to ask my questions. Like, when are we going to chit-chat?
No, that's super fast. That's really instant. It's 5 minutes. So,
do I need to do this?
Click and post. Yes, because, okay, update WordPress database. And now you will have to relog because, now it's admin and Gatsby WP majuscula and theme with the T majuscula, plural. And
I cannot spell that good. Can you put it in the private chat? Do you see the little private chat so I can copy it?
Yes.
I am not the best speller. So
me neither.
I am testament that you can be dyslexic and become a developer. It's fine.
And I'm terrible as and also with spelling in English, you know, I mix letter with French, and so they sound differently. So
here we go. Because you speak how many languages?
I speak 3.
3 languages.
French, English, Spanish. Spanish is my second mother tongue. And pirate descendant speaks 7. So
yes. Oh, he speaks 7?
Yes, he speaks
7 languages.
Yeah, that's pirate heritage.
I mean, of course, if you're a pirate descendant, you need to learn all your languages.
Of course.
Okay, so now we have everything set up in WordPress. So I guess we can head on over to our
to the M file to add the Gatsby WP URL.
So I'm going to change this sample over to just a regular M file. So we need to Gatsby WP URL. What do we put there?
The one that I don't know, the pirates tavern .local or something like that. So you have on the WordPress side.
Okay, so that would be the Gatsby Tavern local.
Yes.
Do we add the HTTP and everything, or?
Yes, yes, everything.
And then the Gatsby site. So that will be our local URL while we're
developing. But that's not
Yeah.
necessarily while we are local. So no, that will be the site, the Gatsby site.
Yes.
So yes, localhost. But we don't need it. And
I mean, this is a secret, everyone, but I do own Gatsby Tavern. .dev.
Yeah, nice.
Or GatsbyTavern.com. I can't remember. I bought it, so stuff will happen. Anyways, okay.
In
so
fact,
we have
this
those two.
Gatsby, this WP URL goes inside the plugin Gatsby Source WordPress, which is in our theme that is the parent theme of this starter that is responsible of only getting the data and but we have in the end file, but that goes inside, you know, the options.
So
of
it
this
goes
plugin.
inside here somewhere. No, it goes inside the theme we're using.
Yes, but then we have the config, etc. But basically, there is this Gatsby blog data light which is installed, and this is what is using the Gatsby source WordPress, as you see here.
Fant du brusvann?
And
Fant du arkene?
Oh, there we have it. And then you put that into.
Here's it.
Oh,
yes, we put it
you
here.
put it.
And
we put it.
Hello.
Hello. We're speaking on top of each other, and then Lillian and Ola came in. Sometimes they are not that quiet. I heard a Pirate Princess. She was like, boring. She's not in the best mood tonight. Yeah. So this is your theme that you made, and then I give it the WordPress URL, and under the hood, this theme uses the WordPress plugin from
Gatsby source WordPress. Yes, exactly.
Yes. Okay. But don't we have to install something in the in here to let? Do we need to add a plugin here, like the GraphQL plugin, to make the WordPress site?
No. You have look here in WordPress. You have the GraphQL IDE, but it's not the same schema as that in Gatsby. So now we are going to use that. We are going to run develop, and then we will have the usual GraphQL in Gatsby.
Oh, so I don't have to do anything more.
No.
Oh.
Sometimes it's useful when you do things in WordPress and you want to see if there is a schema, but the schema in WordPress and in Gatsby is different because it integrates everything inside Gatsby. So
we have a great question from John. Do you want to read it, Ola?
Yes.
I've built, yes, Ola, read.
I've built WordPress sites, not yet a one that sources for Gatsby. Will it work for WordPress.org as well as with the .com, as the second one is often hosted on your own service?
I think so. I have not tried. To be honest, I have never used the .com. Even when I was doing traditional WordPress, I always use the .org. So I don't remember. I know at the time it was not possible to install plugins on the .com. And with Gatsby, we need WP GraphQL, we need WP Gatsby. So I have not dig into that. I don't remember.
Because I did some WordPress. I tested out some WordPress stuff for Gatsby a while back. I'm just gonna check if I actually put the test site on .com, because I think maybe I did. But now
basically, I think if you can install plugins like in the .org, yes. If you cannot install plugins, no. I remember that at the time it was not possible to install plugins in the .com, and perhaps then it has become possible. But as I say, I have never used the .com. I have to.
Something is wrong with my WordPress.com account. I've had it for so long. They've probably done some upgrades, and I haven't checked my emails. I'm going to come back to you on that, John, if I get my WordPress.com running or login working, because I think maybe I used that when I tested, but I'm not sure. Okay, so we are up and running. So let's have a look in our local host then, I guess.
And now you should have a nice Pirate blog.
Okay. I'm going to just put it in here so that we can have it. Oh, boy, my computer is slowing down. Voila.
Voila.
Ooh, look at that. And are these coming from... Are these coming from the WordPress?
Yes!
Yes!
It works! Yes. It works! And you have a dark mode.
Yeah.
That is great!
Woo! Look at that, folks. I mean, I do like the simplicity of this design. And I've looked at some of your other designs too. It's really nice.
Thank you.
I might go and buy some of them and then use Markdown as my source.
In the premium theme, so we have the base theme. It's Baz, yes, because it's simple but nice, and you can build anything on top of it. And it's the same, but you have comments, you have search, and so you have better things. And in the Pro Pack, you have another things than Ginger, and then we are working on new themes that will be in the Pro Pack. So yes.
Yeah. And you're using just trying to get on my window, like it keeps opening up new windows for me, which I need when I'm streaming. That's bad. Okay, so here, yeah, because you have this one. It's the same one, but with more. No, this is a different one. Oh, this one is nice.
Yes, this one is Ginger, but this page is built with Gutenberg, and then if you go to the menu, you will see the blog, which is the core of that, because that's just Gutenberg. So go to the blog,
yeah,
and it's really nice.
Ooh,
This was my colleague Paulina, that was working with me, that built and designed it, but unfortunately she have left to work at Automatic.
Ooh. Well, she left you for a good company, though. Like that, yes. I've heard great things about working there.
And I have great new collaborators. So,
yeah, no, I really. Oh, maybe we should create like the Gatsby Tavern.
So this one, the Ginger Mini, Ginger Kitchen, and Ginger are the same with variations in the font and colors, but it's the same starter.
Oh, it's the same starter, but just with different. So it's
yes,
I see. Okay. So let's go and do some customization then. So I know there are Tailwind fans in the audience, and I see that you're using Tailwind for the styling.
Yes. And now we're going to use Tailwind on all of our themes. The Ginger was using Chakra, and we are converting it to Tailwind now.
Okay.
Because it's really convenient and fast. I improve speed with Tailwind, yes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I believe that. So if we wanted to change something, we could change it here.
Yeah, so here I really make a palette of colors. And then if you go down in the colors, everything is mapped to each area of the website. So you can directly change the colors here, and it will change everywhere. So you see header, footer, and then the dark colors. Everything is mapped there. So it's really easy.
So we can do primary. We can do something fun. Like, what do we want to do? Let's see what my color is. Like the
hot pink.
Oh, that's also a nice one. I have this like orange that I found once. See, I need a little bit more savvy design on my site. I've been focusing on a lot on like the structure behind the scenes. Today, I finally nailed field extensions, which is which we will come back to on this show, because that's what we were speaking about the other day, Alexandra, where you can like change. So now instead of saying that, oh, it's coming from Remark Markdown or Child Markdown, now I can just say title, and then it will go into the Remark and grab it. But in the GraphQL, it's just title, which means I can then change it out for WordPress later and just to change up the field extension and grab it from somewhere else, which I really like, where you like for the front end, you just say what you want, and then you map it to the whatever messy data structure you have in the back there.
Yes, we talk about that. We have to work on that.
Yeah. Okay, so that's my color. I mean, it's pretty close to tomato probably though. So let's see.
Yes.
And I have a secondary
green
color.
Or something.
Yeah, I have a secondary color that is kind of green. So we can try that out. And then I have to restart.
Yes. Oh no, I don't know if you have to restart, because we are in you have to restart with the config file, but here we are in Tailwind, so I think it should have
maybe
worked.
We didn't have. Yeah.
We have to restart if you change the font. So to change the font, you have to go in the config file. And that didn't work when I was on the workshop. Now I realize why, because I just took the first font I saw on Google Fonts, and certainly I wrote it bad. I just realized now why it should have failed.
Oh, you probably spell. Oh, I always get nailed by these spelling.
Yes.
See, I never should have closed down the dev.
So.
I never should have closed down the dev, because now.
Okay, next question then. So
yes,
Dumislav.
Don't tell me so.
When was Dumislav? When was it he was doing, his pirate business?
I
What
say
year?
it's 80, last 2 centuries ago, at
18
1850.
something?
1850, yes. Something like that.
1850?
Yes.
18, is it
Well,
1850 or is it
1850.
1815?
1850.
Yes. Well, that, you know what? So I've been looking into piracy, and that was the best time.
Of course.
The
You know what
pirate
we
days.
call it? You know what we call it? We call it the Golden Age of Piracy.
Vi har vitt papir. Och vi ska bruka det på.
What is she saying?
So where was this? Where was this?
In Croatia.
In Croatia. In Croatia. Oh.
No, it was
Yeah.
not Croatia at this time, or I don't know.
Yeah.
what
Yeah.
it
No.
was.
No. Yeah. I'm actually reading about pirates in that area now in the book, but it's 450 before Christ.
Okay. Oh yes. Also, that's really old pirates.
I didn't hear you because she was.
That's very old, very ancient pirates you are reading about.
But piracy was very popular back then. It's been popular all along, but 1850
only now.
No, still it's still popular, but
Still
1850 was really, really good. It was really, really good, and yeah. So yeah, but he was there, and it was Croatia. And do you have any stuff?
No, from him, no. We didn't meet him, unfortunately.
No.
So, no. He finds that in the archives, and no, we didn't heritate gold and treasure and all that. No, unfortunately.
No.
No.
Okay.
No.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I don't know what's happening to my computer now. It's like crashing. No, it's further because I see you delete the cache folder every time I do dev. I'm gonna change that up in case that for the next time we do this.
So
I used to do that as well.
Okay, Lilian has a question here.
We're waiting for the build.
Lilian has a question.
Build. Okay.
What would you say?
He's developing.
She has made a drawing. Can you make me big, Benedicte?
I can make you big. Let's see.
Are you making me big?
Well, you're getting solo layout. Woo! You're huge. Wow.
Wow.
Can you see what it is?
It's a rainbow. It's a kiosk with ice cream. It's an ice cream kiosk. There's,
Yes.
Stars.
Yes.
Wow.
Is it ice cream? Är det iskrem? Yes.
Yeah.
And muffins. Muffins.
Cupcakes. Cupcakes.
Yeah. That's right.
Oh, I got hungry for cupcake. I want some cupcakes now, or maybe some donuts. Great break and now it is built. See, this is what I said, Alexandra. It's like when you have this, when you stream at the same time, everything is just so slow. I don't even know.
I know that.
Especially when you do, when you remove the cache and everything. Come on, you said you were running. There we go. Where should the changes be, though? Is this the change?
What we have changed colors, so
I took green, but maybe it was already green.
But I don't know as a primary and secondary color. Generally, I change the header, footer, and other areas because I don't remember.
Yeah.
What I did
Let's see
exactly.
if we can do something more fun. I'm not gonna try to do it again though. But
you don't have to relaunch, so you go to there and change, for example, the header background color. Now it's dark and put it, I don't know, pink or whatever.
Oh, the header background. Can I just do hot pink then? That was a good choice earlier.
Exactly. And now you save it, it should work.
Let's see.
John.
It is redoing.
I'm going to read John now. If I can Yes, I think I can do it. What?
Can you do it?
No.
Can you do
No.
it?
You have to put it. You have to put up the thing. My machine is.
Oh,
slowing
you.
down. Put up the comment.
Okay. It's
John
up.
finally beautiful.
Beautiful, yum. And look, you see, he has a little painting palette there, Alexandra. Do you
Yeah.
see that paint? Yeah, because he's a painter. He's a painter. John is a painter.
Oh, but Pirate and my boyfriend, Pirate Descendant, is a painter too, and you can see here it's a painting of him. You cannot see it very well, but I'm surrounded by paintings by him. So
Oh.
yeah,
Cool.
It's painting
We got
as musician.
painters in the house. I don't know what's happening. It's like everything. Is
But it's out.
Let's
He's playing. He's gone playing music with friends, so he's not here.
Yeah. Oh, he's not here. Oh, he could come on and do some Python. No. Okay, so the color, I'm not gonna try to
I don't know why.
redo this again. It's no, but my whole computer is crashing. But
Mi-
so
mine
let's say we
too.
wanted to. Yeah. So
But
let's
that
say
works.
yeah. But let's have a look at your like at the pages. You did something
No,
fun
this is a
on
page you
the
have to do. Yes,
workshop.
yes. You are basically in Gatsby the folder Gatsby WP Themes. Inside we are shadowing the Gatsby theme block data light, which is importing the data. Because this Gatsby theme block data light, it's only bringing the data. So if you display it alone, it will be only JSON. And here we are copying it with the UI. So we are shadowing it here in templates and components, and then the components call the components of the starter. And then inside the component of the starter, we have the templates, and we have the post template, the page template, etc., and all goes from there. So we have decoupled the data in the thing.
Okay, so here we're getting the post kind of design from
exactly.
your theme, and then if we wanted, so if I change this to a boring div, then everything would look different, right?
What have you changed? Post? Yes.
Post.
Then,
so that would be a single post, or would it be yes? Posts. Post. Is it a page or a post? Oh, this computer is like it's not doing so well right now. Okay, so let's change back. Let's do something else. So this is, so the page, which one is one? If I click on this one, and is this the page component or the post component, this page?
This is a post. This is a post component. This is a single post.
Okay, so when I did div, nothing happened because of course I didn't get the data or anything. So if let's just to show people what could happen, if we do take the data and we just create like a basic div, and then we kind of just write out like JSON, no.
Data, yes, JSON data.
How do we do that again? JSON
parse? JSON parse, I don't remember.
Not parse, stringify.
Yes.
This is late night. And here's a trick, everyone. If you do null and then 2, it actually will print out, like it will put in like little, it will put in, and then if you do pre around it. So if you do null, I don't know.
That's what we have done. That's what we do in the data theme.
Yeah. Oh, in the.
If I remember.
So let's see now what happens. So if you string, is it not building again? Oh, I'm in the page component.
Yeah, so go to page typography. Typography. So go to the menu. Typography. Yes, this one.
Yeah, that's a page. And there you go. We've kind of removed everything. But if we go back again,
but that's also
this is where you could create like a totally different page design if you wanted to, or you can use the page design that you have already.
But if you don't shadow the Gatsby theme block data, that's exactly what you will have, because the Gatsby theme block data alone does exactly what you have done here.
Okay. But I just wanted to show them that like this is how we can like mess things up. And I guess we could like add something too, like if we wanted to add a little bit on top, Sure. I haven't worked that much with themes because themes were all the rage, and then suddenly like Gatsby kind of stopped
The
promoting
thing I
themes.
realized,
Look at that. Hello.
yes,
Yep.
how to use them, because on the first version of the themes, what we did is we did this parent theme, that gets the data, and then we put it inside another theme that was doing the UI, and we put that inside the starter that was just displaying things. And then we realized that people need more flexibility, because if you want to change something, you have to shadow everything, and it's a mess. So at the end, all what is UI, we do it in the starters. You can modify everything, and all what is functionalities, comments, search, data, we plug in as theme or plugin. So it's because doing everything as themes, if you want to modify things, it becomes more complicated. So that's something we realized along the way.
I see. So this is coming from our components here, templates.
Yes,
page.
exactly.
It's coming from here. So if I remove this page completely, then I get the one from that theme.
Yes. No, if you remove it, you will have an error because we are calling this page.
Okay, I'll see.
Now
you have me on YOLO coding. This is how I learn. Like, I don't read the docs. I just keep like messing with things until until it breaks, and then I'm like, okay, well, maybe I can
that's
learn
going to
something
break
more than...
because you are calling it. So
yeah, but so I'm like, where is the Gatsby WordPress theme? So where can I find the source files for that particular
in the nodes, in the node modules?
Okay, go into node modules. Oh boy, there we go.
Gatsby WP Themes and yes, Gatsby blog data light. Tailwind, I just made that to bring all the Tailwind package together so we can update them and people have everything up to date. So
okay, so it doesn't have, as you said, it doesn't really. Oh, it has components.
Go to the components. I think it does exactly what you did.
Yeah.
So go to the page. Yes, you see exactly that.
That's what I was trying.
So you have
so you're saying
to save the thing.
So in the theme, you're just kind of you're not doing much design. You're adding the design with the starters. Is that what you decided to do?
Exactly.
Okay.
Because at the end, doing everything in the theme is confusing for people, and finally, what we will update is the guts of that, the data and all that. So.
Okay, I get it. I think I get it. I'm gonna play some more with it. But you showed something on the workshop that I didn't do because I was putting on my queen dress. It was showing the last
post.
Yes.
Okay, so that's very simple. You do a static query, and you query the last post and you display them. So it's very simple.
So where do we want to do it?
We want to do it on page. Oh no, but on page inside the components, not inside Gatsby WP Themes. So that you close it and you go to components, templates.
Templates, and then we do home.
Yes. No, page. Go to page. No, you don't have to do a new file. You just go to
page.
Yes.
Oh, here we go. Okay. Yes. So John, you can read John comments, Ola.
And you can see we have is front page. So we are going to use that as conditional to display the last post.
Okay.
And
so we want to create a static query.
Yes.
Okay, I have to cheat because I cannot write these myself. And then this is going to be the last thing we do if I manage to do it.
Yes, that's the problem I had with the workshop. I didn't open my GitHub. I wanted to create a project. And I said, oh, wait.
Okay, so we want to... You wanted to do the last post? Was that it?
Yes, so you go to all WP post normally, I think.
The all WP post.
Yes.
Nodes. And then we want to sort it.
You limit to 3. You limit to 3 posts.
Yeah. And then we want to sort by date, I guess.
Yes, I didn't make a sort. You can sort by whatever you
Yeah.
want. So.
But just in case.
No,
Is there
then you
dates here?
display title and URI. That will be enough to show that it works.
Is there a date here though? I feel like get author. No, we want to have date, some kind of date. There has to be a
John
date
get
coming
it.
from.
So John get it.
I know, he said so. Okay, and then we do title. Oh,
Yeah,
again,
title
I
and
need to remember
URI.
to zoom in. There. Ola, you need to remind me to zoom in whenever I forget, because otherwise John can't see, and I can't see. So, so there we have. Oh,
Yes,
did we do correct dates?
It's
Let's see.
still too
I always-
small. It's very small.
Is it still too small?
No, I
Yes.
think it's good now.
I know, but you're not me.
That's
That's better.
We don't need the date. We're going to put the URI so you can.
Well,
have
I just
the
have to make sure that
title
I'm doing
and
it
link.
correctly because I always mess up the dates. So if these are the latest ones, so this is in November 2021.
Okay.
And this is beginning of November. No, this is beginning of November. And this is the end of November. Oh, no, they're all the same. 8th of November, 9th of November. I just want to make sure 19th of November. And if we do ascending, we are getting 2, 4, 6. So it needs to be descending. See, I never remember these things on my own. So we wanted to sort by date, descending, so we get the latest 3. And then we're going to go to code exporter. We're going to make a static query hook. I'm going to
Oh, I never used that.
Is that not a trick?
That's nice.
It's Ola's and mine's favorite thing of Gatsby.
It's new. No?
I don't
But
think
not-
so. It's just like a lot of
Okay.
people haven't seen it. Whenever we show it on stream.
It is kind of new. We
Okay.
had
so
one of
I
the
have
Gatsby
learned-
people on, and that's one of the Gatsby guys. He said, and then you just use the code exporter, and we were like, huh? And
What?
and we clicked it, and we're like, what? Is that new? And he was like, yes. It's
I thought he
new.
said no, but I'm
No, he said yes, but that's some months ago. So it's no
if
longer
it
that
is
new.
Front page, we're gonna show our beautiful
Yes.
post
Last post.
with
Oh, just with data.
just with data. Okay, so let's go back to where are we? Localhost. Let's go back to the start page. Oh, but it's not
But we have not created a home page, so because now by
Oh,
default.
because we are on the blog page. We're not on the
Yes,
the
and I
front
don't know
page.
if you don't have a home page, I think, in the demo. So you have to go to WordPress.
Mm-hmm. And then we
And-
create a page.
Yes, you create a home page, and then you go to settings and reading. And
Okay, this is
set-
where I'm too old. I'm too old.
Yes, no,
Too
me
much
too, no,
new
I
stuff.
heard-
Too much new stuff.
I had these things that you have not more access to. So come back to WordPress and come back to dashboard.
Yeah. Okay.
And yes,
Now it's like what's
Page.
happening?
so add new
I'll just
home.
home. And
Okay, you
then
can have
what
some
kind of
stuff
blog-
on it,
Oh, yeah.
whatever.
I am so. This is the home page.
Yes, that's great. That's great content.
Okay.
Publish.
Publish. And can I set it to the home page here at the?
No.
No.
You have to come back to the to WordPress to go back.
Mm-hmm.
So click on the W. I really don't like that it takes all the screen. And go to settings. Reading.
This is coming
Yes.
back to me. I used to
And
do.
now you see your home page display, home, and the post page. You have
Oh, I need to
create
make a post page.
blog. Yes, you have to make a post page.
This is. I remember this being very confusing when I started out with.
And yes,
And it was
make a
new.
blog, publish.
So for people who aren't used to WordPress, it's like if you don't set this up, the home page is your latest post. But if you're gonna change that, you have to tell them like at what at what's it called, at what path you want the post page to be, and to do so you need to create a page. So that's what we did now. Okay.
Yes.
And then we save
And you
changes.
can choose a number of posts to display too, you see. Here it's 10 posts, but we put 3, for example, we would have pagination and all that.
Yeah, but we'll skip that for now. Okay. And
Okay,
then if you go to our front page.
Oh.
Let's see if this works. There we go. Here's our, and this is the home page.
Woo! We did it. Beautiful.
Oh, great. So I guess I could have used your post components or something here to display the latest.
Also. Yes, totally.
Yeah,
but
but
not really, because it's really big, the post components. So
so maybe not, but
yes,
but you could have. Anyway, that was super cool. I think we got really far, and I know that see, now we're on the hour where I'm like, I cannot speak anymore.
I will read then.
You can read.
Does live preview work easily with WordPress and Gatsby?
Yes, the thing is, I set it up at the moment, but it was really slow. It was taking about 30 seconds, so we have not really enabled it for the moment. But with the last news from yesterday, that the preview will be incremental, I think we are going to work to make it happen. But yes, it works.
But it's slow.
No, it was slow, but yesterday they announced the incremental builds for previews, so apparently the previews are going to be fast. Because until now, it was really not like the preview in WordPress, you have it immediately. You were waiting 30 seconds, so it was not very, very practical.
You have to wait for a full rebuild to see the preview, but now they will only do
exactly.
Now they will only do incremental changes.
I use the source WordPress on my old web page, and the builds were really slow, and even I have several WordPress things from the old days, and I used like this one thing where I only had 2 posts on it, and even that was really slow.
It probably sourced everything and then only created 2 pages, but it still had to source all of the data you had in your WordPress, which then that's what's slow, you know, because you probably, because it still gets all the data from the WordPress site. But we want to give Alexandra the opportunity to plug her stuff.
Yes.
So do you want to plug your thing, or do you want me to plug it for you?
You must say what the plug is.
So plug. The Americans call it a plug, and that is when you kind of shamelessly promote something that you want people to go and buy or check out.
This Gatsby WP theme. So try the free theme, and if you like it, buy the premium one. So there is a base pack, which is, we are rebuilding all the website now, and really beautiful, and we're going to do a lot of things. So the base pack, there is only the base theme, which is okay if you're a developer, etc. And in the pro pack, there is the Ginger theme, but there will be also all the themes we are building. We are building a theme with advanced custom field and flexible contents. It will be a sort of custom builder, and with that we are going to build really different theme. It will be really easy to make new things with it, because you will be able just to style and change everything with Tailwind. And I hope from now to the end of the year or before, I want to focus on e-commerce too, with Shopify and e-commerce and WooCommerce. So that's the goal, and then produce new themes and things, because we launched in June, but I was really busy and we have not built a lot of things, but now I want to give full power to that. So, because I love doing that.
I really like that because there aren't that many people who are doing these like kind of selling starters and selling themes. And I think if Gatsby is gonna, because it seems like they're focusing on like big agencies that are doing a lot of custom work at the moment. But if you like WordPress, like if you want to have like a broader spectrum, you need also people to be able to, to be able to buy more professional starters so that they can get started,
Yes.
fast
There is,
and have a base to do. Have a bait. Okay, you
a
talk.
base to build. Yes, there is several needs, because you can use it because you are a WordPress developer or implementer and you don't know React. You can do things, and you can build a Gatsby site with that really easily. You can be also a React developer, Gatsby developer, but don't know WordPress, and you have clients, new agencies or freelance that want to bring their WordPress site to Gatsby. So with that, you can work, and then as you are a developer, you have a base on which you can build quickly. That's what I do. And you can know WordPress and Gatsby and want to work faster and don't reinvent the wheel. Then that's what I do when I have clients. I use my own themes. Or you want to have nice designs too. You can know how to cut, but you don't know how to design. So you are served on that too. So that can serve different kind of people at the end.
Yeah, because I remember when I was learning WordPress way back when, like sometimes I would buy professional themes, not just to use them, but also to kind of see how they had done things in a more professional manner when things are a little bit more complex, because a lot of the stuff that is free and even the starters from Gatsby, I feel, are often very simplistic use cases, and you want to often see examples that kind of incorporates a lot more of the complexity that we get in sites. And I think that's why Gatsby got a little bit in the beginning, like it's only for blogs, because their kind of main tutorial and main starter is around the blog, which they have changed a little bit now. But for a long time, like that was the kind of what people, saw as the example, which, Gatsby shines when data becomes complex and you have more like legacy. Maybe you want to integrate with the legacy WordPress, maybe some legacy databases. That's when Gatsby shine. And then you need to learn. You have to go deeper with Gatsby to kind of get the full benefits out of that.
Yes.
So,
and John is telling, yes, integrating WooCommerce would be a big plus. Yes, we're going to do it, but we are going also to do it with Shopify, because Shopify is a big player, and that's the beauty of Gatsby. Some people will prefer have the e-commerce Shopify, but the blog and the content on WordPress, and we can melt that all together. So
the content mesh, that's what they called it.
Yes, the content mesh.
Now we're like old school Gatsby. Like Gatsby is still fairly new in our careers, but since we've been doing it since the beginning with Gatsby, we're like, in the olden days of Gatsby, they called it the content mesh. I don't know why they stopped using that, because I remember that was one of the things that really sold me on Gatsby, was the content mesh, and I haven't heard them use that word anymore. And all of their examples only source from one place. I want more examples where they source from all the places and mesh it together, weave it together, I guess.
I can read, John. Will the old way of using WordPress disappear as a website builder and go over to being mainly used as a headless content source?
I would love it, but I don't think so.
Why not?
Because I think almost for the moment, it's still, it's easy. You can follow the step and do it. But you have to install Node, you have to install Gatsby, you have to install Git. So I think the people do it yourself will continue using WordPress themes for the moment. But perhaps at the moment, if that becomes simpler, there is more solution, perhaps there will be more and more headless. That's what I hope. So,
and also what I've seen, like I've talked to some people here in Norway that have quite kind of large businesses built on WordPress. There might be like smaller newspaper or magazines typically, and I mean, it works, and why not use whatever, like, it works. There's no business case in rebuilding their whole kind of infrastructure. But let's say they wanted to create one of these like fancy articles. You know, a lot of articles now in newspapers and magazines are mini websites. And then they could use WordPress and still kind of source the articles from WordPress, but then hijack maybe, you know, like path, like fancy articles / fancy article, and then serve a Gatsby site on that URL that could show, you know, if they wanted some, you know, maps with like, you know, all those cool things you see in these more like story like articles online, then they could still have like their basically all of their kind of magazine on WordPress with a regular WordPress theme, but then they can take out and make mini websites that gets data from the WordPress. So you could have like both, I guess.
Yes, you can do. You can.
Then
do
they can
whatever.
experiment. Yeah.
You can do whatever you want. We plan to build a magazine theme, by the way. But yes, you can display several sites from one WordPress source, doing several categories, etc. Or effectively have one who display traditional WordPress and have another one that display Gatsby. There is one beautiful blog that I turned from WordPress to Gatsby. They contact me for that, and it's musictech.com, and I love it because it was really fun work. The design was beautiful. They gave me the branding, and I did the design with them. And it's a big website with 8,000 posts, and so I love this. I love this project.
Musictech.com.
Yes.
Let's have a look. Where did you go? I was getting. Okay, I'm going to take myself off this screen, and then we are going to do this. Is it this site?
Yes.
Ah, so this is WordPress under the hood, and then it's Gatsby on top.
And it was, so what is interesting, it was an existing blog of 8,000 posts, so a big one. Oh. Yes. And I turned it to Gatsby. So, and it was WordPress, and it was very creative because one idea they had with custom fields, there is 3 color schemes, and the user choose, okay, I want this post to be yellow, you know, yellow, red, and another color, and the other one to be magenta and pink. And so when a color changed, then the header and the footer and everything changed depending of the color scheme of the post and the fonts, etc. So it was super fun and creative to build. And I had to make some design too and to create. So it was super interesting project. And I love the design. It was branding they bring, and colors were beautiful. So
that's it. I got all the way down to the ads. So let's scroll up again. No, that is, well, 8,000. You should do somebody at Gatsby should do a little case study on that.
Yes. But one thing, we are not using Gatsby image because they had tons of image, more than on this blog post, because they have several sites. And so downloading WordPress, all the image was too long and it was breaking. So we use the normal image on that. That's the only thing.
So where are the images for this one stored?
This one stays in WordPress. They have a CDN. They have a CDN. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's Amazon S3 or something like that.
And if you've been watching the GatsbyConf yesterday, they announced Gatsby Image CDN, and I was like, yes, I'm going to play with that because my site is starting to. I'm starting to have problems, not problems, but because it's starting to become quite a few images, and I haven't set it up. So everything is sourced. So even in develop, you know, everything is being transformed. So I was really happy that Gatsby was coming with like a native way to do image CDNs. And then I started playing with it, and it doesn't support the local file system or their file system plugin yet. Hopefully they will in the future. They only support external images, but one of the ones they do support now is that both the Gatsby source Contentful and Gatsby source WordPress is already ready to be used
Okay.
with the new Gatsby image CDN. So that's kind of interesting. But I was so excited, and then I was so bummed out.
Yes, I want to try it. And I am on this big project where there is 20,000 images and is causing problems on build. Yes, and big ones. It's a travel website. But the thing is, I think now it's free, but it will, with all these images, I don't know the price. And so I don't know if my client would be happy with that. So I don't know if I'm going to try it for him, because
I am hoping though it's going to be cheaper than having like a Gatsby Cloud account and then Imagix or a Cloudinary account. Like if they bundle it together, hopefully, the pricing won't be that as much, because I haven't pulled the plug on using like Cloudinary or Imagix yet. But if it's just like a little, toggle inside of Gatsby, I might turn it on.
I have to try, and I have to update the theme to use it, and I have to look at it. John has a question again, so Ola is going to read, I think.
I just wanted to say, I think that Gatsby is using, I saw on Twitter, they're using Imagix. They're using that under the hood, because you can use them directly, but it turns out they also have like a white label solution, so other solutions can build on top of Imagix. So that's what Gatsby has done. And I think I saw on Twitter that Vercel also has built there on top of Image EX. Don't quote me on that. I'm not 100% sure, but it's funny how all the big players are like doing the same thing and building on top of the same technologies or same services. Go ahead, Ola.
Best part of using WordPress as a headless source is that Gatsby builds a secure site where WordPress has difficulty being fully secure, and it has so many old legacy libraries they've not been able to get away from.
Yeah. Yes, that's a big plus. That's a big plus, and also if WordPress can be down, Gatsby is up. So that's really great. WordPress hosting can have a problem, and no, your website will be up. So that's a great thing.
And I think that's one of the things that even if you do deferred site or deferred rendering with Gatsby, like all of the data has been sourced into Gatsby on build time. So even if your source is down when that page is going to be rendered, you still have all the data inside of your data layer. So it will render even though kind of your sources are down, which is different from like a regular server-side rendering where you kind of connect through to the sources or APIs when the page is rendered. And I think that's different. I'm not that familiar with Next, but I think they have another mode where, which is kind of like DSG, but where it actually sources the data so that if then your whatever API is down, then the page will be down. But with DSG, it's going to take more time on build because all that data has to come into the data layer. But as soon as the data is inside of the data layer, then kind of your pages can't be down because the data is there. Except when Gatsby Cloud is down, of course, or Netlify is down. But they are usually better at uptime than a lot of these other. And as John said with WordPress, there are so many plugins, and maybe somebody goes in and changes something and like it all like falls apart. And I think most of them,
That happened to Jason Ball. He said it in the comments in GatsbyConf. That he did something wrong with one plugin, and then his whole WordPress was down, but the site was up.
Yeah, because it hadn't built, or like
that's the thing.
It's a build break.
With WordPress, you make a PHP error, and you have the white screen of death.
And also if you ever run tracking on your site, you know that even if you're not using WordPress, like the hackers are going to come and like try to get into the WP-admin. They're gonna like, there's always like attacks on sites trying to find a way into your WordPress site, even if it's not even WordPress, because so many pages are created with WordPress. But I think that's it. Ola, did you have a plug today?
I'll do it later.
In a different stream, is that what you were saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we had Alexandra's plug. I'm going to try to add that to the description. I haven't yet, so if you're watching this in the future, like it should be down there. Remember to sign up for our newsletter that comes out every day. So if you're serious about Gatsby, you want to get on that list, and like and subscribe and all that.
Somebody just
Scott
entered
is
now.
hey.
Scott?
Scott, you're
Hello,
late to the
Scott.
party.
It's
We're
here.
closing up. But we had some fun doing.
That's what Scott always says. He always says, "Wee."
Do you wanna sing us out, Ola?
Ja, Lilian, du må komme.
Nei. Hva skal vi gjøre?
Vi skal si ha det.
Nei.
She is becoming a little
Du trenger ikke
teenager.
å være med.
She's like, no.
Du må ikke.
Nei, hva skal vi gjøre
Vi
da?
skal blåse, vi skal spille.
Du må ikke, Lilian. Bare
Lilian, du
Ja,
kan
men da
si
blir det
nei.
sånn.
Du kan fortsette med prosjektet ditt.
you're allowed to say no.
Ja, kom da.
She wants to do her project, but she also wants to do the ending. It's a hard life doing both,
Ok.
especially when you're an hour past bedtime.
Lilian, jeg må bare gå litt forbi deg. Å, ikke.
Lilian, skal du smile
holde.
litt til TV-en? Oh, she can't hear me. So in the comments, anything fun from GatsbyConf that,
Okay.
Then put it in the comments.
Ok, are we ready?
Jeg vil bare blåse.
Du vil ikke spille?
Nei, jeg vil blåse.
Ok, da spiller jeg da. Ok. Ok, stopp. Ha det på badet.
Ha det på badet.
Okay. I'm going to sing now. This has been another unauthorized and
Cheers,
rum-fueled treasure hunt in the sharky waters round the Gatsby Islands with Queen Raae and Alexandra's Palato of WP Gatsby Themes. I'm your host, Captain Ola. Remember to smash that like button, friends. Woo! Bye!
Am I clicking the button? Okay, I'm ending it. Bye.
Bye.